time. Rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life. Everyone caught in this struggle, and then the storms of change they fan the flames, scattering ashes to the wind. Every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the end, the chains of time will not break. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a path still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. As fate spins a thread without end, new life draws its first breath, blossoming in a soil reclaimed from the past, where destiny holds fast. Here where we stand, hand clenched.
Hello! Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I saw Zane, I saw Nick Meister. What up, guys? Welcome, welcome. FaZe Noivern as well. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I actually threw a link in my Discord for once. I tried to fix, so last stream I watched it back and I definitely was, the audio was out of sync with my mouth a little bit. I tried to fix it off stream, but again, it's like, it's hard to know because it seemed fine, but I think it's the problem is like, if the stream goes too long. I don't know, but either way, thanks for tuning in and thanks for putting up with that last time. Anyway, there is 12:05. We're gonna try to get to 12:50 tonight, so we got just under 50 again, which is kind of our typical average, honestly. But yeah, we're gonna go for it. Hopefully, it should take about 2 or so hours from now to get to that mark, and who knows, maybe one of the next like 10 could be the shiny. That'd be cool. But anyway, I'm also playing a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's just like a compilation video, basically, of like the best music. I don't know if it actually has the best music because there's a lot of music in it, but it's a lot of music. It's some of the best songs for sure. Yo, Kaninja, what up, man? Insert funny. Kevin, welcome, guys. We're continuing at it tonight. But yeah, definitely gonna be another like chill stream. I've been crazy busy at work, like crazy swamped. These last 2 days, since I like stopped streaming on Tuesday night, like Wednesday and today, I guess, have been nutty. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? But oh, a little Mario jingle. Nice. Hey, Josh, you're at SDCC. Nice, man. That's huge. Hope you're having a blast there. Yeah, I guess it kicks off, eh? Saturday is when they're probably gonna announce like a lot of the movie stuff. But I'm sure in terms of like the venue, you know, being open and like being able to buy stuff and hang out at booths and, you know, yeah, that's awesome. Buy some comics, cosplay, you know, all that stuff. I hope you enjoy it, man. That's actually awesome. Beep. Heracross. Will it be shiny this time? I don't know. Why or why not? But, yeah. Oh, that is not the right one. There it is. But yeah, so thus far, we have gotten 1,205 encounters into this Heracross hunt, which, man, it's felt like a long time, but it's really not been. Like, it's actually not as long as, you know, some of the other ones we've done for sure. And this is one that, like, we can't give up on either. I can't get to, like, 4,000 or 5,000 and be like, oh, I'm just gonna give up. Because, like, at this point, it's like the, what is it? The sunken cost fallacy or whatever, where it's like, basically, you know, if you, or sunken ship, I don't know, but basically, like, I put too many hours into it so far that to just, like, all of a sudden be like, yeah, let's not. Like, even right now, I'm like, I put way too many hours into this thing. We have to see it through. But, yeah. Have you seen the Cats trailer? So, I haven't, but it was posted in our Slack at work, like our Slack chat or whatever. And I was literally, like I said, I was so busy that, like, I couldn't even watch, like, a video, but I saw screenshots from it, And oh boy, does it look like Nightmare Fuel. Its awesomeness competed in the new Mewtwo raid 3 times and failed to catch him. Really? Wow. Most people I know have been fairly lucky. That's unfortunate. I'm sure you will get one though, especially being there, like all those people playing. You'll have it in no time for sure, Josh. Do. Oh yeah. Beep, beep, beep. I wonder what's gonna come up. I wonder if they're just doing it by series. So like the next one's gonna be like another Mario or Zelda song, I think. Or not. No, we're going right to... Is DK the second series though? I don't know. They definitely listed them. Was Donkey Kong number 2? I think it is, actually. So maybe they are still going by series. Because, yeah, DK, I think, is number 2. Gamer time. Roy, you love Tim Allen, eh? From Home Improvement. And, yeah, also, it is quite a coincidence that DK music would play upon your arrival to the stream. Welcome, dude. I hope you had a good day. I hope you got some sleep. For those of you who don't know, Roy Boy has been working non-stop at a chicken deli. It's basically where he has to eat chicken like all day, and it's very, very. It's a lot. It's a big time like investment, and you know he's making that great money, but still like he's got to eat a lot of chicken every day. So he's got it rough. But today he had a day off, which is excellent. It's no Tim Allen reference. It's like I need to figure out how to enunciate it. It's a time sink. It is. Hey Roy, remember when you dressed up in a green morph suit and danced to this song? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Dude. It is one of the better songs from Ultimate though. So good. But yeah, he also does he has to do a lot of like overnights and like all-nighters basically, like 24-hour shifts. It's brutal. Yeah, glad to see you, Roy. You've now taken up the chat window in its entirety, but I respect that. That's what a real gamer would do. So you know, you just like Doctor Strange Third Eye opened my memory vault. I'm glad I could do that for you, man. Do. Hey, what's up, Sun Marie? Welcome. I always take up the chat window. It is my duty. Roy, the only duty that we know about you is that it's your duty to the Legionnaires, you know? You have a duty to the realm and to protect it. When's Fire Emblem Month happening, Roy? It's July. When is it gonna go? When's it gonna happen, man? I'm waiting on it. I've been waiting patiently at my desk for, I mean, how many days? 18 days waiting for the Fire Emblem month to begin. I'm just saying. I know it's going to be a spicy one. It just makes sense. Why wouldn't you not do it, you know? New Fire Emblem game coming out like any day now. It's topical, it's relevant, it makes sense. Hey, what's up, San? How's it going? It is the 26th, correct? Correct. My birthday weekend. True story. It didn't just die, it was murder. Oh, man. I was looking forward to that. You should have told me, dude. Jeez. This song gives me PTSD of getting stomped relentlessly. This one does, eh? The Breath of the Wild theme? Like in Smash or like in Zelda? Hey, what's up, JPB? Welcome. Oh, I also completely missed that was not a shiny Heracross. Not a shiny. Not a shiny. I missed, like, registering it as not a shiny. Not... Sorry. Sorry if I just spooked anyone there. Even in my head when I said that, I'm like, I shouldn't ever say I missed blank shiny, you know? Ooh, nice, Roy. I'm excited to see you stream that blind. Gotta keep that no stream record. That's true. You definitely hate to stream And every day you've ever said, yeah, I might stream, it never comes to fruition. And it keeps me up at night. Like, I sometimes think about it, and I'm like, is Roy really, truly happy? Why won't he come back to YouTube and stream or make videos? I legitimately thought Three Houses was coming out on the 6th of July. I was heartbroken when I found out. Yeah, but it is very soon. It is very soon. And they announced Luigi's Mansion on Halloween. So, to my Luigi lovers out there, it's coming fairly soon, I guess. And then, like, what, 2 weeks later, Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, good time. Good time to own a Switch. Also, they're redoing the Switch. After the Lite was announced, they're now apparently, like making a new version with better battery life and maybe better, like, cooling features. That's at least what word on the street is. The street of the internet. But yeah. Roy, I can't wait to see what you do with Three Houses. I think you should make a game called Fire Emblem Four Houses. And I think that you should make that your house. And then just, like, you know, put a camera. Also, okay, for sure, they're doing it by series. Because we literally went Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda, now Metroid. Who would be next? I think Fox is next, right? I think Fox is character number 5. So, I bet you there's a Star Fox one. Or Kirby number 5. Interesting. Could be Kirby, could be Star Fox. Point being, though... Oh, wow. Espeon really took a hit there. But, yeah. Point being, it's going to be either a Kirby or Star Fox, depending on what... I can't remember what is what. But I know Pikachu is 7 or 8, and then the other 7 or 8 would have to be... Who am I missing? Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Kirby, Fox, Samus, which we're listening to right now, Pikachu, Yoshi, of course. Yoshi 7 or 8, right? Also, hey, no shiny Heracross. Still 300 though. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's why they're doing the Lite, right? Because they're like, oh, the Switch is still a lot of money. We're just gonna, like, make it better. But if you want to have, you know, if you still want to Switch, but you don't want to pay the full Nintendo price, then you have to do it. You have to get a Lite without the Joy-Cons and the, you know, ability to connect to a TV. Who's the best waifu in Three Houses so far? I actually don't know, because like Roy was saying, I don't really know much about the game. I know that Edelgard exists, and I know Dimitri exists, and like that's it. That's it. I don't even know what the third, house protagonist is. And then I also don't know what the main character's name is. I'm going in super blind to Three Houses. I hope it's really good. I would love it to be really good, because then it will have come out of nowhere, and I had no hype or expectations, and then it just blows me away, you know? That's, like, ideal. Fire Emblem Four Heads. Oh, dude. Okay, picture this, Roy, if you're still there. Picture this. So, you know, you have to use the music from Three Houses. So it's like, you know, there's a narration, and it's like something along the lines of, in a land far from the region that Three Houses takes place in, there is a special place. And then it, like, zooms in on your forehead. And it's kind of like Osmosis Jones. Like, it zooms in on your forehead, and then it turns out there's a whole medieval, tactical RPG baked into your forehead, like the cellular, at a cellular level. And it literally is called Fire Emblem Forehead Houses. And then, you know, it's just, and you don't even know. You're just busy, you know, holding your mustard, making DK jokes, and the whole time there's a brawl happening on your forehead. And so, like, the camera, like, zooms in, and then it's on your forehead, and then, of course, you know, once we get close enough, we just, like, we get into post-production stuff. Oh, interesting. Oh, Cloud, yes. Not Cloud. Claude. Cloud is a very popular Final Fantasy character. Wipes forehead? Yeah, and that's like, there's an avalanche, basically. Every time Roy wipes his forehead, there's like an avalanche, and one of the Three Houses dies. I don't know. But yeah. Sorry, I just ate. And I have beef stuck in my teeth. I'm trying to get it out. I almost got it. Oh, I got it. I got it. Nice. But anyway. Hey, we've already gotten 6 done. Nice. Nice. We still got quite a while to go. Still have literally 40 more to go. I'm probably not going to do, like, the additional ones today either. Because typically I try to, like, already... I'd like to start at, like, 12 whatever and then put in. But, starting at 12:04, I don't know, we'll see, but I think I'm just going to try to get to 12:50 on the dot, maybe 12:51, but probably not 12:54. But yeah, the love letter mechanic, could be really good. I'm glad that they're at least, like, because in Awakening, the, like, time travel, like, you know, pairings to get kids thing was actually, like, genius, and I loved it. However, trying to, like, recreate that in Fates, it, like, stopped making sense, basically. It was just like, here's a portal, and so, yeah, I hope that they found a new method of, like, of that sort of thing. Kirby! The old Curbs! That's probably good, son. That's probably good. Fates is so good. Oh. Bad. I see. Why do you not like it, Roy? Give me, you know what? That should be your comeback to YouTube, especially with, like, 3 houses out. You could literally start off being like, 3 houses is out, and it's actually pretty good. Here's 10 things that I hate about Fates, and then just, like, go in and list 10 things, and, you know, spend more than an afternoon editing it, and I'm sure your audience would love it. Kirby. Doo-doo. So in 3 houses, are you a teacher then? You're experiencing the incredible stupidity of Fire Emblem Fates. Looks like there are no children in 3 houses. What are you doing? Weird. Nadia's lying down beside me, and I don't know why. She's reading. Fate's story is pretty bad. It's not even that. It's awful. It's just, it really makes no sense to just be like, hey, here's 2 games. Like, I guess the problem that I have with it is, it's like, imagine if Pokemon, like, Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire were, like, completely different games with different, like, levels of difficulty and, like, just different pathways, completely different maps, like, everything, right? And then it actually just turned out that Emerald was, like, the only one that mattered the whole time, and anything you did in the previous 2 were just, like, fun what-if scenarios, and you just sunk, like, you know, 40 hours into something that doesn't even really matter, and then when you finish those, you then still have to do the thing that actually matters. I don't know. That's, like, my biggest issue with it, is it really felt like a dirty, like, cash grab. And for the record, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing, like, what if X happened stories. Like, I have no problem with that. I guess my problem is just that, like, it's the, like, I like when we see what if stories after we've already established, like, what the actual story is. But when you just do it before you even experience, like, the main one, then you feel a little cheated. It's kind of like ending your like, show or your video or whatever with, like, oh, it was all a dream, right? Like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. That was my issue with it. It does have great music, though. It does. And actually, visually, it's not bad either. Yeah, I know they reuse a lot of models and faces and stuff from... But visually, like, the cutscenes, it's pretty good for a 3DS game. So opposed to children that are arbitrarily aged up so they can be in a war. Yeah, I don't know. I think Fate's Conquest had some solid levels, and some standard ones, and Revelations and Birthright had horrendous gameplay. And that's something that, like, I'll take your word for, because I realistically, like, don't really know a whole lot about, like, tactical games in general. So I, like, Fire Emblem was one, like, maybe the only series that I play that is tactical. I played Nabua's Ambition or whatever, the Pokemon game, but, like, other than that and Fire Emblem, I don't play a lot of tactical type games or strategy games. So no, Chrono Trigger wouldn't even... Chrono Trigger's just like a JRPG. It's not really strategy. I mean, there's strategy in it, but same as like Pokemon wouldn't be like a tactical strategy game. But you play Abort Night. Me or Roy? I honestly can't think of Chapter 10 with any true clarity. And that's the problem, is like, there's 3 different Chapter 10s, right? Because there's like Birthright, Conquest, and then Revelations. So there's actually like 3 Chapter 10s for Fates. And sometimes they might, like, sometimes the chapters might line up kind of, like they might be similar. Then other times they're just completely different. And it's just, yeah. It's very hard to remember it all. But, oh well. It's kind of tactical. I mean, there's tactics in everything, but there's definitely a very big distinction between like a game like Pokemon or Chrono Trigger compared to like a Fire Emblem game. There just is. There just is. I think my blood pressure is actually rising. What if your profile picture just turned red? Like it went from purple to red because your blood was boiling. That's a world I want to live in. So Roy boy, have you been cooking up the corn lately? You've been making some cornbread and having some corn on the cob and candy corn and just being an overall corny kind of guy. I don't know what that was. Here we go. Here we go. Satellite radio. Y'all get hit with boom. Boom. But like, wouldn't have been cute if it was like Genealogy where children are still their age and are mentioned more off screen. That'd be so cute. I guess it could have. I don't know. I didn't play Genealogy, so I don't know. I'm actually like I am definitely like a bandwagon fan weather Fire Emblem, like as a series fan. Like I really like Awakening, but even then, like Awakening, it was a great experience, but I haven't really gone back to it in a way that like I've definitely done with some of my other favorite games. Mind you, that doesn't mean I will not do that. It just means I haven't done so in years. So my Fire Emblem knowledge is like not at like the pinnacle that it used to be at. This voice is strange and familiar, and if I'm being completely honest, quite frightening. Well, I'm just saying, if you need someone to do a voice for a character this Halloween, I know a guy. Fire Emblem was strong then. Roy's like a purist. Even though he wasn't alive when like the really good Fire Emblem games existed, he is a purist. He's very adamant about like gameplay is paramount, and you know, all that Japanese waifu simulation anime stuff should not be in a Fire Emblem game. That's his opinion, and he's sticking to it. Let's start an argument. Pikmin 3 is bad. Have also not played Pikmin 3. I'm not a purist. Awakening is sick. Love it. Awakening is good. It took risks. It's creative. Awakening is kind of like... I'm trying to think of a good example. I was actually going to use a Pokemon example, but Pokemon's really never had an example that like really changed a lot up in like one go. I guess like Awakening is kind of like the Ocarina of Time of where it's like it's still very similar. Like it's the plot is very close to A Link to the Past. Like, you know, it's old tropes and things that we've been, but just like there's enough new advances in everything, and like the between the system and the type of writing and mechanics, and like it feels like a breath of fresh air for not just itself, but like also the genre as a whole. At least, again, as someone who doesn't like play a whole lot of tactical RPGs, that's what I have been kind of like sold to believe about it, I guess. I don't know. Awakening was my first game too. Most of my knowledge comes from Fire Emblem YouTubers. That's something else that I've never, like, I'm interested in Fire Emblem for like the timeline and stuff, but not enough to like really go out of my way for it, I guess. What is SOV? Sons of Valor? Shadows of Valentia? Hey Roy, how much do you want to bet the final boss of Three Houses is a dragon? You know, as I was just saying how I'm like a Fairweather Fire Emblem fan, I would take that bet. Hey, I got it. I said Shadows of Valentia second. Nice. Once in a while, this random storage facility I call my brain actually says something appropriate. Like, it's great. However, it still hasn't seen a shiny Heracross in Colosseum. It's just facts. Just facts. It's the Gaiden remake. Right. I do remember it now. Yes. Roy fell in love with that game. He used to take it, and he used to take the cartridge and just paint it. Like, just paint it with his blood, you know? Like, he'd cut himself on purpose, like Alan from The Hangover, and he'd just smother it in his blood and say, "You're mine now." and that's how he got the name Roy Boy. Hey Stan, sorry I wasn't able to see the last live stream was working. Hey, no worries, Aaron. Welcome. I just said something really creepy, so pay no mind. It was my personal ritual. Yes. So Roy, do you like pancakes or no? Do you want to go to that pancake spot, or did you even check it out? So, I don't know if any of you guys in chat have had Japanese pancakes before. I have, but not like really great ones. Apparently there's a place kind of close to me that does Japanese pancakes. That's my name's origin. I'm dying. I don't know, man. I'm definitely like, it's weird because Tuesday, I definitely felt like I was in like a very like talkative, like running on fumes hype kind of mode when I was streaming. But this one, I definitely feel like I'm more in like the world is just full of like stuff, and I'm just gonna like make up a bunch of stories, and I don't really care, you know? Just like basically like this is an improvisational stream as opposed to like Tuesday we're just like talking. This one is just like, give me a topic, and then I'll make up a story that has nothing to do with anything. I don't know if I have. You mean crepes? Maybe I will tell the Fire Emblem story. I do like crepes as well, and I've had Japanese crepes in Japan, and those were very tasty. However, they might not even be the tastiest crepes I've ever had. Mind you, I only went to like, we only went to like basically like a truck in the wall that had crepes. So, you know, I definitely didn't like do really like a big sit down. Actually, that's not true. At the Pokemon Cafe, I had Mimikyu crepes. That is a real thing. Yes, chocolate banana with like some strawberry and I think like acai or acai. What? How do you say it? Acai? I don't know. But yeah, it was really good. Did you watch any more Part 5? Yeah, I'm caught up now. As I said, I was like, I'm probably after the stream on Tuesday night gonna just like do all the things I gotta do, have my shower, get in bed, and just binge the last like 10 episodes of JoJo's, and I did. I'm caught up, and now also I understand everyone was like talking about like, man, it sucks that we have to wait until like I think it's next weekend to get like the resolution, and I was like, oh well, they're just like adapting this like other part. I didn't realize they're gonna cut it off. You know, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who might be watching because I was literally in that boat like 2 days ago. But yeah, I didn't realize they were just gonna like how they end it there. I don't know, but I am very excited for the 1 hour special. Waffles are better. I agree that waffles are better than regular pancakes. I agree that crepes are better than waffles. But Japanese pancakes, I haven't had like a real Japanese pancake, so I gotta try this, and then I'm coming back with the tier list, you know?
Denny's pancakes don't count.
Yeah, Denny's pancakes don't count. No! Denny's do not. Did you read that? Oh man, you sent that right as Tyrion was giving a speech about poison and regicide, so I'll be honest, haven't checked it out yet. Hey, no worries, dude. I get it. He's rewatching Game of Thrones, remembering the good times. And Nat is reading Game of Thrones right beside me right now, Roy. Did your hardcover book thing come in yet? Tuesdays are professional streams, and this stream is the best kind of stream, and what the Roy Boy name has led up to. We also had crepes in Akihabara. That's actually what I'm referencing. I'm referencing that specific crepe. That's what I was talking about, like the truck in the wall. Because it was like a crepe truck, right? That we went to in Akihabara? Don't worry, nothing. This is like a steel vault, nothing, or a steel trap.
You like walk up to the window.
Yeah, you walked up to the window and you were like, hey, can I get...
And you sat on the side of the road.
Yeah, we sat on the side of the road. Why can you not sit on the side of the road and eat crepes? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Japan was so much fun. Take me back. Yo, we had some beautiful Animal Crossing music. We got some... I think it's Splatoon right now, right? I would hope so. I hope this isn't like the new... Like, maybe Star Fox Zero this was the final boss theme. The whole set until Winds of Winter comes out when I'm like 84 and have 5 generations of boys. Oh, nice. You got the books today. Beautiful, dude. What are you doing? You should be reading right now. Oh my god, Espeon just took a hit. I missed too to see if it was shiny. I know it's not. There's no way that it's shiny, but I always want to be safe. As you guys know, well, maybe you know, I don't know, but I've actually never failed a shiny Pokemon. Like, if a Pokemon has been shiny and appeared, I've never failed it. That's like a weird little streak that I have. I've been very fortunate and very careful, especially in Let's Go, where like it would have been very easy because there was like a week where I didn't even know about the thing when it will like give the tell that it's about to run away. So yeah, like I definitely got very lucky because that could have easily happened in those games and it didn't. However, that being said, the one that would suck the most to fail in all of them would be outside of maybe Cyndaquil in Soul Silver, would be this one. Like, because this has been a long time coming, and I know if we see it now, we're probably going to have to wait another, like, 16,000 or something to see it again. So, I'm being very careful and very diligent. But, yeah. We just squatted on the cobble of the Electric City as the delicious crepes reminded us of the purpose of travel, as we all became Anton Ego simultaneously. You have a way with words, Roy. Have you ever thought about writing a book? You should write a book about... You should call it My Pal Stan. And it should be about the time that I said we're not going to Disney World because we missed our stop. And, yeah, that's what it should be called. And, yeah. And about the time that you thought I threw your shirt off the roof. But I actually just, like, put it on the, like, little, like, arch under. But you actually thought I threw it off because you didn't know there was an arch there. And you're just like, what? Where'd it go? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Do you seriously? Oh, seriously? I only had, like, 4 shirts. Pretty sure this music is the leaked final boss theme. Could you imagine? It's like Splatoon music. They just got the same composer to, like, use his, like, cut songs because they ran out of time. Stan, if you get the shiny today, can you play Minecraft with me and stream it? You know what? I'll tell you straight up. JPB, if I get the shiny Heracross today, not only will I play Minecraft with you in your server, despite having no idea how to play Minecraft at all, I will also make sure that Roy and one other person from the community are there. And the 4 of us will stream it, and we will let you lead the way and go on whatever adventure you want if the Heracross is caught today. That is a promise to you, my friend, because that to me is worth getting a shiny Heracross in Colosseum way under odds like that. So, yeah, I will gladly take that bet. I will gladly do that for you if it works out. So send all the shiny luck, because I'll need it. My pal Stan, no Disney World, we missed our stop. What tunnel across the way? Don't be crazy. Yeah. Hey, I could also write a story called My Pal Roy watches he eats raw horse meat.
Oh my god.
My shirt! I'm wearing that purple shirt right now. You would have been witnessing the Roy Boy wrath. The thing is, though, is that you were actually, like, I don't think you knew what to do. Like, because right now you're, like, you're talking like a big man. But in the moment, I think you're just so, like, shocked that you're just like, there's no way. Like, I don't think you thought I was mean enough to do it. And luckily I wasn't. I was only... So the, like, level is, like, I was mean enough to wait on you at Pearson Airport and, like, wait until you, like, followed the right signs to find us. But I wasn't quite mean enough to throw your shirt over the... So it's like, you know, it's like an 8 out of 10 as opposed to, like, throwing your shirt over is like a 9 out of 10. I think 10 out of 10 is just like, you show up in Toronto and I don't pick you up from the airport and you never go on the trip and you're just stranded with no communication. I think that's a 10, right? But anyway, and then Disney saying no to Disney World, yeah, that's like, you know.
A 12.
No, come on. Yeah, no, I was just in shock. And it was like fairly early in the trip too, so it was like, we were still kind of like figuring out who the other person was, and you know what I mean? And then like all of a sudden I'm just like, you know what, Roy? I'm sick of this. And I like pretended to throw it. And then you're like, what? What? It ain't no 12, it's like 30. The Disney thing? So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm speaking about our Japan trip. So basically, like the whole trip, it was both beautiful and amazing and fun, but also really, really stressful because there's a lot going on. Like, basically, there were like 4 people on the trip. Some people, like one of the person came in at a different time than everyone else, and you know, there's issues with with one of the events we were supposed to go to. There's also like I was stressed because of the whole. I was like proposing to my girlfriend at the time, fiance now, as well. So like there's a lot of like underlying stress about a lot of things going on, and like even finding the place, re-establishing my understanding of the transit system, bunch of stuff, right? Anyway, so long story short, we're on a train. It's like our 4th or 5th day. I've been like on the phone fighting with a travel agent all day about the next day going to Mount Fuji because they booked us a bus, but it was like really far from where we were supposed to go. And anyway, she was supposed to change it, she didn't. So I'm like on the phone, but it's really hard because like it's Japanese phone numbers can be a pain in the butt to figure out when you don't know them and you've never put one in. Anyway, figured it out. I'm playing phone tag with like the travel agency all day, and then that afternoon we're on the train to go to Disney World, which is much further than most stuff in the typical Tokyo metropolitan area. So we're on the train and we're going, and I'm like, I say to everyone, I'm like, yo, we need to get off at this stop. Like when you hear this stop that I've never been to, like let me know and we'll get off. Anyway, so long story short, I end up talking to my buddy Rob, and both Nad and Roy were on the train and heard the stop and saw people get off. And they questioned themselves, like both of them, like didn't say anything. They just like questioned themselves. And so we missed it. And in that moment, I thought like we would have to do like a big lap around. It turned out that wasn't the case. And I was very much overreacting. I was just very stressed from the day. It was hot. It was sticky. We'd been traveling a lot and not a whole lot of sleep going on. Anyway, point is, so I definitely was like, what is going on? You guys should have said something. Oh my God.
It. We're not going
and,
anymore.
And then I was like, you know what? No, screw this. Let's not even go to Disney World. Let's just go back. Like, and then like the other 3 people were like, no, we're not gonna go back.
We're like an hour into the
travel. Exactly. We were an hour into like getting to Disney. We were actually way closer to Disney than we were far, and I was just like, nope, I'm done. Let's go back. I've had it with today. And anyway, so fun for everyone on vacation, of course. Like I was just a beacon of light and positivity. But anyway, it turned out that it was like literally across the hallway. You could just like go back, and it was very quick, very easy, very efficient. We'd already paid for it. So like it was totally like my bad, and I definitely overreacted, but I just like, yeah, brutal day. Isn't that where you proposed? Yes, it was. And that's why I was so mad on the phone, because like I was proposing. I ended up proposing on Mount Fuji, Mount Hakone, because Fuji we couldn't go up high enough basically, and also Hakone was like during the sunset basically, so it was just nicer. I didn't realize we were doing Fuji like so early, but regardless, wouldn't have been able to get there if the bus hadn't. So I had to figure all that out. Yo, Nightshade, what up? That's true, Roy. You were definitely like, hey, let's find some Musashi while we're not going to Disney. Yay, John, what up? Hot and sticky. Yeah, it was very humid because Japan is like an island, right? So it was we were like beside the ocean, but like underground still, and like a lot of people going to Disney, and like anyway, and it was very hot. It was very hot and very humid and very sticky. Yeah. Hey, Bean Quest, what up? AKA Weeaboo Mountain. That's it. My pal Roy watches is the only thing you could watch because he's in the frame. That's true. That's a good title for the book. Ah, Snake Eater, I'm truly at peace. We got all the Smash music. I won't lie. I didn't pick this one out specifically, but I do enjoy it from the Smash Bros. Games that it's appeared in. Hunting for my first shiny. What are you going for? That's always exciting. The first shiny is always definitely memorable. But yeah, what's up, John? Welcome. We were literally just talking about our Tokyo adventures, and then we summoned the man himself who's learning Japanese. It sounds like it's going pretty well too, dude. I'm very excited for you because I've always wanted to learn Japanese, and it sounds like you're applying yourself in the way that like I never did. Rockruff, that's awesome. That was my first Sun and Moon shiny. Sorry. Oh. I better not be getting hiccups again. Remember that there's like a week where I streamed. Oh, I guess I am. Where I was getting hiccups. It's because I'm talking too fast. Oh. Gotta drink that water and breathe. Yo, what up, Joey? Welcome, dude. I've been good, man. I've been good. Not as good as I saw you got that, it like called in the shiny, I think it was Landorus, right? I saw that clip, bro. I saw that clip. That was sick. I meant to tell you, but I was at work when I saw it, so like I'm not really supposed to be on like Twitter. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, man. That's really cool. Also, oh, never mind. I thought for a second we were at 2019, but we're not. We're at 1219. I was like, we're in the year. It's this year. Yeah, everyone's here tonight. That's true. A lot of great people in here tonight. Well, JPB, I believe he was going through for some stuff with. It's been such a long time, but I think it was Air Force stuff, and so he was getting really busy. But he's still a good dude. I honestly feel like if I were to stream on my main channel, we might see him. But yeah, for these Colosseum hunts, I really want to keep it to my, like, you know, secondary channel. That was painful, though, because it was during a trial, so I couldn't catch it. Yeah, but it's still super hype and still super lucky, of course. Yo, Dragonfist back from Vegas. Let's go. That's awesome. I actually just played blackjack at, like, a real casino for the first time about a week ago. Last weekend. We didn't plan on it, but we just ended up at the casino, and then I was like, my friend was teaching me how to, like, play blackjack. It was fun. I didn't lose money, but I also didn't really gain any money either. So, you know. But yeah, I hope you did better than me, Dragonfist. I hope you came back with, like, a yacht. That'd be sick. Oh yeah, maybe Dragonfist was visiting Area 51. Who knows? Who knows? Also a great song from the DKC series. No, I was posting memes about it though. Nice, nice. All right, let's go. 1221, baby. Do. This is a great song too. Man, they really did pick some great stuff. Yeah, man. No, for sure. For sure. Although I will be honest, Joe, I gotta be a little bit more careful with my spending habits now, because I got a wedding coming up, man. I got a wedding next year. We should all raid Area 51. Well, I'm not going to. I will watch from afar. I'll be Naruto running in my heart, you know? Did you all hear? The scheduled date is one day after my birthday. Nice. So September 19th is your birthday? The Congress called upon the Pentagon to come to trial for weaponizing ticks and oh, I saw that. I saw that on Reddit. And literally, like, the top comment was like theory Pentagon weaponized ticks. Report Pentagon. No, we didn't. And then it's like conspirators. Cool. Like, yeah. Take care of that stuff first. Most important thing. That's the reality for sure, right? Is that, like, yeah, I gotta be careful. So I definitely couldn't go as ham as I probably would have gone in the casino with you back in my more reckless days. But I would for sure at some point love to go. Definitely. Oh wow. You know, Roy's first kiss, I believe, was in Tokyo with a horse. True story. He puckered up and you know, found paradise. I'll watch from afar as a tangible manifestation of natural selection takes place. Man, I'm saying this on the Tuesday stream, Roy. It's like, I actually do love the meme, and I would love to see aerial shots of, like, people Naruto running through the desert. As long as they don't get close enough that the government actually has to, like, start shooting people. But, at the same time, I'm like, man, I kind of wish that we could mobilize around, like, things, you know, like global warming and, you know, fish farming and and I know it makes me sound like a hippie, sort of, but it is true. Like, the planet is kind of dying, and, like, we're more concerned about Naruto running to find fictional aliens. Maybe real aliens, I don't know. Or when we could be actually, like, doing things that could maybe, like, I don't know. We can outrun their bullets. I love that news clip where the guy's like, he's like, if we Naruto run, we can outrun the bullets. And like, it shows like a clip from Naruto. It's just so funny to see it on like actual news. I'll use Minecraft arrows on them. Pretty good, can't complain, my dude. How you been? Things have been good, man. Things have been good. Been a rough little month, July. Lots of stuff has happened for sure. A few good things too, but it's been busy at work. There's been a lot of other things. My dog passed away, unfortunately, like about a week ago, or more almost 2 weeks ago. So I'm good now, but like it definitely for a while it was definitely kind of sucked. But what up, Sonic Chow? Welcome. I'm okay now though, man. But yeah, so that wasn't great, and there's been a lot going on in July, but things are. I think I'm gonna be going to Cheesecake Factory soon, Joey, for my birthday. So that's pretty sick. Because the last time I had Cheesecake Factory was literally with you. Like, it was just me and you. Because Jason and Tucker were still with, like, I think his name was Jake or whatever. But they were still, like, out grabbing stuff. And remember, we went back to the hotel room, and I ran across the street while you were playing Smash and grabbed some cheesecake for you and I. And you had that, like, what was it? Like, the S'mores Extreme or something? And I had, like, the banana one. It was freaking delicious, dude. I can't outrun a bullet. I can't outrun a turtle. Oh my god, Joey. You're a freaking madman. It's all good. It's all good, man. Things will be okay. It's harder definitely on my parents who, because I haven't lived with my dog Dozer, for like 2 years basically. So it was hard on me for sure because it was kind of out of nowhere, and obviously like it's gonna hurt to lose a part of your family, right? But at the same time, like, at least I had, like, a little bit of distance. Like, those poor, like, they gotta see it every day. I don't know. It just, yeah. I feel way worse for them. Just been chilling, making that money. Yeah. Roy is what they call a Gen Z Donald Trump. I'll use the spirit bomb by using the energy of the 99 dead people around. Oh, God. We should just dress up as aliens so they'll take us in. But what does an alien actually look like? Like, they might have aliens in there, and they're literally, like, this big, and they're like literally just single cell bacteria or something, but they came from another planet, so you know what I mean? There's so many different variations of what an alien could be. It could be E.T., I guess. Yeah, maybe Spielberg had so much money from Jaws that he was like, yo, Area 51, let a director in and see some authentic merch. I don't know. Everyone is going to Cheesecake Factory. Dang, like Jason's getting Cheesecake Factory with Vinny. Really? Man, that's brutal. That's brutal. It's so good. And they've had one in Canada now for like 2 years, I think, or just under 2 years. But like I haven't gone yet, so I'm excited to go. True story, I had a guy walk in yesterday and ask for the owner, and his business card was like some normal name Trump. I couldn't believe it was just like, hey, yeah, it's me, Patrick Trump. And you're just looking at it and it says like Pat Trump, and you're just like, what? That is actually funny. I've been depressed and lonely as usual. Well, then you need to hear the news that they renewed SpongeBob SquarePants for another season. I think they're doing 13. Yeah. So that's some good news, right? Oh, Roy, it's your favorite Smash song. Boop 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 beep boop. What if everyone working at Area 51 is an alien Skrull disguised as human? Could be a Skrull. You're absolutely right. Jonald Trump. His name was Jonald Trump. Oh my goodness. You don't care about SpongeBob? Sonic Chow. Man, I'm sorry. You're so down in the dumps. It's, I get it. It's hard out there for a pimp, you know? What about Lion King? I don't know if Sonic's interested in Lion King.
And Beyonce?
I don't know if Sonic Chow's a big Beyonce fan. Maybe, but maybe not. I can't just assume that. Oh, Stan, I'm going to start using that layout you made for me again. I was always preferred the one you made, but I always use the other because I had paid for it. Hey, dude, no worries. Yeah, I mean, if I made something, like, feel free to use it in perpetuity, which means foreverness. But yeah. Sonic, be more... I care more about the final Splatfest. Well, that's good. Sonic, be more glass half full. In like 2 months, we're going to get to see a bunch of Darwin's finest plunge into the depths of military force. And Roy will be their assistant captain. He doesn't quite have the pedigree to be the captain, but, you know, he's got good ideas, so they're going to make him the assistant, maybe one of the assistants. There might be like 7 assistant captains, but he'll be one of them, so look out for that. Boo-doo. Boo-doo. Oh boy, would I? Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, I don't remember making like a stream layout. I definitely remember the there's like a key in it, right? And it's like green because I was like, he's Irish, so it's gotta be green. I think, right? Maybe that was just like a prototype, but yeah, I do remember that for sure. But yeah, man, it's totally your call. Feel free to use whatever you would like. That's the beautiful part of having options, right? This song is a solid 10, by the way. Roy, you're a solid 10, by the way. Sorry, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You haven't heard about the Area 51 memes, Sonic? Yeah, I love that banner. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. It's funny because, like, I actually don't know if I would be better in Photoshop now or worse because, like, I am definitely a better editor and probably a better, like, visual artist. But I also definitely don't work in Photoshop nearly as much as I, like, once did when I was prioritizing, like, my channel over... I don't know. So it's very, very interesting. But either way, I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Glad to hear it. What happened with Area 51? Well, they found aliens. And weirdly enough, they looked exactly like Big the Cat from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. It was just, like, a bunch of, like, giant, multicolored Big the Cats, basically. Thanks for telling me, but I'm well aware of my tenderness. I wake up every day with a headache as my nights are spent trying to comprehend the blessing upon the earth that is me. Wow, Roy, that does sound like you, actually. You definitely love yourself a lot, so that's... I believe that.
What's the duck?
Howard the Duck?
That's what the...
Nad says that the aliens look like Howard the Duck from the MCU. She might be right. Who knows? I've started making stream layouts for people recently. It is fun. I love Photoshop stuff for sure. To be honest, I kind of wish my job involved it a little bit more, but it's okay. Everyone else loves me. How could I be exempt? You couldn't be. That's why you were up for like almost 4... Yeah, guys, Roy was up for like 36 hours straight recently. He finally got some sleep, I think, this morning, but from like Tuesday morning or Tuesday at like 10 a.m. right up until basically this morning, he'd been awake, which is kind of messed up. Even a pretzel salesman or manager at a mining firm both have places in their hearts for the boy. Oh, Roy! Did you say pretzel? Look at this. I got a big pretzel stick right here, son. Yeah, you want it? No, I'll literally... I just want a bite. Here, you have most of the pretzel. Look, I gave Nad the rest. I'm just having this little piece. Roy actually is mental, yeah. Pretzel, it doesn't even make sense why pretzel's so good. It's like dried bread with salt on it, but it's so tasty. What? Nad says it's the salt that makes it taste good. Look at it, Roy. Not only, hear me out. Listen, to quote you. Okay, not only, Roy, do I have one pretzel stick, my dude, I got 2 bags of pretzel sticks, alright? These could be all yours for the cheap price of whatever a Maryland to Toronto flight costs, alright? Could be all yours. Look at that. Look at that. Do it. Do it up. Could be yours, man. I don't care if it's $10,000. You could have those 2 bags of pretzels for a cheap for a $10,000 plane ride. I mean, technically too, though. I bet you if you started walking from Boston right now, you could probably get here, you know, within a week. Maybe 2? Probably 2. If you don't get picked up by any, like, strangers.
And murdered.
Yeah, also remember your passport. It'd really suck if you walked all the way from Boston or Rhode Island all the way up to the border, and then they were like, yeah, son, where the heck's your passport? And you were like, oh, I left it at home.
Just jump in Niagara Falls and swim over.
That would definitely be the ultimate oaf play, though, is like walking all the way. Like Roy would be like, I think I'll ride my bike. Rides his bike all the way to the border, and then they're like, son, where's your passport? You can't get into Canada without a passport. Oh, right. Oh, gosh darn it. Yo, what's up, Video Master? Things are alright. We're just telling jokes, honestly. Just making memes, making dreams come true, you know? Hopefully making Heracross is shiny? I don't know. I went to a thrift store and I found a copy of Silent Hill without the game. Wait, what? So, like, just the case for Silent Hill?
How much?
Hey, how much was that?
Someone stole that for sure.
I can fly Roy from New Hampshire. There you go. Ah, sorry, eh? Must have left it with the Pop and Canucks, eh? JPB, don't do that. Don't give me hope. wait, what? Oh, because he's going to fly you. I see. For some reason, this is going to sound really bad. In my head, for some reason, I thought you were replying to Sonic Chow. So I was like, wait, why is like a thrift store copy of Silent Hill without the disc giving you hope? Like, in what way would that be giving you any hope? And that's why I was like laughing, and I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? I didn't realize that, yeah, games without their discs make Roy hopeful. Yes, it was $2. I got my hopes up. Yeah, someone definitely stole that, for sure. Now I have an idea how I can get content for the stream. I'll just go to all the thrift stores, take the little, like I'll open all the DS games and, like, the Switch games, if they even have the Switch games. Or Wii U, I don't know, whatever. And I'll just pocket, like, I'll just put the discs and, like, the cartridges in my fanny pack. Yo, I had it. Roy knows. I had a fanny pack when I went to Tokyo to keep all my, like, cash and stuff safe, and, like, it was, like, tied to me, basically. Not tied. It was literally, like, you know, it's a fanny pack. But yeah, it was very yeah, it was very thin though, so you couldn't tell I was wearing it until I went to pay for something. Someone's like, why is this man reaching in his pants? This is weird. Those poor Japanese folk. I had like a travel belt. It was under my shirt though. Yeah, Roy actually wore a bra that was like a travel bra, and it was like, so you could hide the I don't know. I don't know if I should be making jokes like that, but yeah, but it was basically like a fanny pack, but for his like upper chest area, and he would put his money and his, you know, tokens and things like that in it. Pretty cool, really. But yeah, I went full fanny. Listen, I just need some support every now and then. I know. You get by with a little help from your friends. I understand. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the hour mark, and we're actually making pretty good time, despite me like talking a lot and memeing a lot tonight. We're doing pretty well. We're still getting there. It's getting a little dark, so I am gonna open
So bright.
the blinds a bit here. Yeah, it is very bright. Sorry. Oh, another Mario song. No, definitely not. Nadia just asked the biggest joke question in the world. She said, did Roy finish catching up on One Piece? And the answer to that, without me even hearing the answer, is absolutely no. There's no chance.
What are you gonna do when we go back to Tokyo and go to the One Piece Center?
Roy's never going back to Tokyo. He got banned.
No.
Yes, when he ran into that guy playing Manhunt and almost knocked both of them into the lake. He got banished from the land. Come on, I want to play Minecraft Sim. Hey, JPB, you don't. It's not me you have to bargain with, right? Like, I'm putting in the work. I'm sitting here. I got my GameCube controller. Like, I'm trying for me, for you, for the community. But you gotta. What you really gotta do is plead to like the shiny gods, Heracross itself. Every time Wes, our trainer, throws out the Master Ball, you gotta just like, you know, you just gotta cross your fingers and hope this is the one. The last time I watched One Piece is when I was chilling on your guys' couch. I believe that.
Oh my god, Roy.
I believe that. Roy's like, oh, who needs One Piece when you have Westeros? Usopp boy won't finish One Piece. Yeah, Roy definitely is Usopp. He doesn't want to pay for Crunchyroll, and ironically, he doesn't want to be a pirate. He loves One Piece, but he doesn't want to be a pirate. Interesting, right?
Makes no sense.
Or I believe the Japanese word for pirate is kozokai, I think. Westeros is so sick, though. Yo, there's dragons. But there's dragons in One Piece, too, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, your point is invalid. Anything, honestly, like, this is straight up, anything you can name in, like, in Westeros, they probably have in the One Piece world. One Piece is on Crunchyroll here in North America. They switch it up. Like, different streaming services have it depending on what geographical location you're in. So, for example, when we were in Japan, One Piece and Dragon Ball were all available on Japanese Netflix. But I don't believe either one of those is available on Canadian Netflix. And then American Netflix is its own other thing entirely. I'm there for my man Ned and my lad John. Well, there's probably a Ned. Hey, Roy, your other song. There's probably a man named Ned and a lad named John in One Piece, I would bet. I'd say there's probably a good chance. There's definitely a character named Joy Boy, so that's actually true. That is real. There isn't a character named Roy Boy, but there is a character named Joy Boy. And so I'm just saying, like, think about that. If they have Joy Boy and it's that close to Roy Boy, they probably have a character named John. Like, it's not on Crunchyroll here. I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, different areas get different shows. It's always been like that for Netflix, but I didn't realize that Crunchyroll was the same way as well. But weirdly enough, Crunchyroll like doesn't exist in Japan. Like, I opened it up and it was like they had like 4 drama shows and like that was it, because everything there is like more important, I guess, right? Like here it's like an import, but there it's like their main, well, not their main thing, but like a big thing. So they probably have like their own in-house streaming services for their stuff, and
Or they want people to watch it on actual TV.
yeah, or they want people to watch it on an actual TV, like Nad just said. I'll never forget that. I hope you'll never forget Tokyo. That'd be very awkward if you were like, "What? I went to Tokyo and met Stan? When did that happen? I tried poutine and horse meat, raw horse meat. I don't. You're pulling my leg.
When did you guys have poutine?
We had poutine the night you were working when you came in.
Ah.
Stan, you got PT on your PS4. I do not. I'm scared of the dark, so I'm not allowed. Nad's orders. I can't even play in Spider-Man. I couldn't even play the night levels. Like, anytime there's like a drone mission that was like, it had to be night, I was like, nope, can't do it. Which made it really awkward because the end battle is like, it has to be during nighttime. So, yeah, I didn't get too far. I genuinely forget Tokyo happened a lot. I like have times where I go, did that like happen? Oh man, must have forgot. That's not good. You really need to stop like, oh, Espeon, thank you for not dying. Yeah, Roy, you really need to like seriously stop filling your like empty brain with useless things about Ho Chi Minh and things like that, and American politics from like the 1940s, and instead replace it with One Piece characters and friendship times in Japan.
Or we should just
You're getting up there, man. It's true. You definitely are getting older, Roy. When I met you, you were but a young lady looking for her place in the world, and now you're a god. I'm just kidding, Nick. I'm just kidding. I did finish Spider-Man. It was really good.
Did you ever finish that Japanese
Persona? No, I have not finished Persona 5, which is unfortunate because I want to. It's just, you know what? The truth is, I have a really hard time sitting down on a couch in front of a TV and playing a game for more than like 2 hours at a time. And Persona's the kind of game you need to like give yourself to, like I basically need to book off a week of time, because this the last time I played it, this is exactly what happened. I booked off a week from work, and just like a vacation week to just like rest. Like Because Tokyo, while it was a vacation, was also, like I said, stressful. Whereas, like, so I stayed home, and I put, like, 14 hours into Persona. But it definitely wasn't enough, because, like, there's still so much more to do in that game. I have the ammo prep to go on one of several rants about conspiratable government things I distrust and hate immensely. Hey, Otaku Zone! Hey, how's it going? Persona 5 is such an amazing game. I put 125 hours into my first playthrough alone. See, I believe that, and that's what scares me, because I'm also, not only do I love RPGs, I'm also a completionist, which means, like, once I figure out the ways, because obviously my first playthrough is just, I'm not going to know enough to, like, but I would want to replay it and try to, like, 100% that game, which would probably be very difficult, I would imagine, and get, like, at least try to get all the, like, PS4 trophies and stuff on it. And, yeah, that'd be bad. I would not have the time. Like, my life would just go... mind you, it's funny, because, like, I will make the time for games like Breath of the Wild, or Odyssey, or... So maybe I just gotta, like, love it more. I don't know. But I do really enjoy it. I had a blast playing, like, the first 14 hours. I was, like, obsessed. And then I went back to work, and I haven't touched it since, because I just haven't... All my time's been going to Heracross, and wedding stuff, and, you know, just life. But, yeah... I am here. Yeah, Otaku, we put in some work. We definitely put in some work. We're at 12:30, and it still shows no signs of popping up. So hopefully, ooh, Espeon, I'm sorry for your loss. But yeah, hopefully we're able to get it soon. I did promise JPB if we got it in today's stream, which means in the next 21 or so encounters, then I will play Minecraft and stream it. So, you know, there's incentive for the Heracross to show up tonight, specifically. Also, we got some beautiful Castlevania music playing right now. I really, you know what, Roy? I've decided you're gonna make a Castlevania Halloween review, and I'm gonna be in it. All right? When you visit, let's just make it. All right? Not make it, but, like, shoot it, and then you can use the footage for Halloween. And maybe not even, like, do something full or crazy, but just, like, maybe for, like, a quick gag within it. I don't know. But it's time. It's crazy to me that you never did that. Mm-hmm. Shadow Pokemon are almost here in PoGo. That is true. They're coming soon, which is nice that... I mean, not that it really matters, but it is kind of nice that I at least... Because... Like, a year ago this time, I still had no idea what Shadow Pokemon even were. And now I'm not an expert in them, but I'm certainly very well versed in Shadow Pokemon. I have seen 1,230 of the same one, right? So, you know. 1,230 is good, instead of saying 1,230. Because when I say 1,230, it reminds me of how long this has taken. And how, like, almost impossible it feels at times. Yeah, I miss Castlevania. You can play it anytime, Sonic Chow. I'm telling you, that's the beautiful part of having, you know, old games. They never truly go away. A few actually do, if they were, like, super old and no one really bought them. But for the most part, a lot of them, you know, will last forever. So you can play any Castlevania. You can do Symphony of the Night, Super Castlevania, Rondo of Blood, whichever ones are, you know, your favorites. You can pick them up at any time and play them. 12:30, the same non-shiny one. That makes me an expert, I think. It's like the 10,000 hour rule, if you guys know about that. It's like a Malcolm Gladwell thing. Basically, it says once you put 10,000 hours into one thing, you become an expert on that thing, like a professional, basically. Really talented at it. And I would say shiny hunting overall, I don't know if I have 10,000, but it's definitely up there. Because, I mean, we've literally done, like, 24-hour streams before. We've done, you know, I've shiny hunted off-stream. I've shiny hunted, obviously, on-stream quite a bit. So, there's definitely multiple, you know, multiple hours put towards that. However, with shiny Pokemon, I don't know how many hours I've put into Heracross. It's really hard to say. Also, did somebody just donate? Oh, my God. Videomaster! Thank you for the donation. Let me just read that for a sec here. Oh, I won't show up on the stream. I actually can't read. I literally cannot read your stream right now because I don't have the software. open. Is there any way you can post your message into the chat? Also, thank you for donating, but seriously, like, I would actually rather, like, you do not donate, only because, like I was just kind of alluding to, I don't have anything set up. So, like, I literally can't see the donations because my YouTube window, it's a little pixely because it hasn't, like, processed in full yet. Like, the stream is just a little pixely. And then, yeah, like, I don't have, I guess I did have it able to pop up, but I can't see it because I don't have the software for Streamlabs open, so I can't even, like, read it right now. So, please, as much as I do appreciate it, and let's give Video Master well-deserved and well-earned hype, please and thank you. Thank you, JPB, already on that train, but thank you so much. But honestly, like legitimately, it's completely by mistake that donations are even still, like, possible, essentially. Like, I guess I haven't shut them down completely, but I've gone through like 90% of the steps to like shut them down, because I don't even know if I can like access any of that money right now. So I think it just like sits in a PayPal account that I haven't even looked at in like months. So while I do appreciate it, I'm just saying, like, that money would definitely be spent in better other parts. Now, mind you, eventually I might like get back into streaming more as like a full-time thing, you know, doing it more than 2 times a night and doing other games that people want to see as opposed to Colosseum. But until that does happen, I just want to do these streams for fun and just, you know, to hang out with people. But thank you so much. I really don't mean to offend or anything, and I definitely don't want to take it for granted. I just, yeah, it's I'm being very like careful about not making these streams about that kind of stuff. I'm trying to make it definitely more for just like the fun and just like the core crowd, I guess. But yes, thank you. And okay, so the message was sending positive vibes for an end of stream shiny. Well, we're definitely in the back half now, so for sure. But yes, thank you again so much. Sorry for my little like ramble. And again, I hope it doesn't come off as like ungrateful or anything, because trust me, that is the furthest thing from how I feel. I just like, I'm trying to be very, very careful about all that. So that's all. And yes, Gerudo Valley, a hype song for a hype donation. Thank you, Video Master. Or I guess I should say tip. I should definitely say tip because, yeah. I really do appreciate it. Like seriously. But yeah, please refrain in the future. I've even tried to like remove the link, but Streamlabs has like, Joey would probably know this. Like Streamlabs basically like, when you link to your account with Streamlabs, it like it like hijacks the description and posts like the stream link. So as long as I haven't like turned that off, which I guess I haven't, it's still possible to like all go through and stuff. But yeah, you're awesome. And yeah, hey, no worries, Joey. This song is awesome. This song is great. It brings me back to like being 10 years old and playing Ocarina of Time with my babysitters. But yeah, JPB, this is it. This is it, my friend. Doodle-doo-doo. A dee-dee-dee, a roy boy. A dee-dee-doo, a dee-dee-doo. A dee-dee-dee, a bee-dee-dee. A roy boy. A soul for a soul. Yeah, once you link it, it auto adds it to the description on YouTube. Yeah, and so like, I'm not like meaning to put it there. It just kind of is. That's also why, despite on this channel reaching 1,000+ subscribers, I haven't turned on Super Chat for like the exact same reason. Where it's just like, it's not about the money. This summer, at least, I definitely want to just like, you know, buckle down and hopefully just get this shiny so we can start the quest proper. And then once we have the shiny and I'm like feeling like we're really rolling, maybe I'll look into like, because I would have to make like a bunch of new assets, and I definitely want to like change some things up. And by the time Sword and Shield come out, I'll definitely probably play around with like my assets and things of that nature. But for now, I'm just trying to keep it very simple and very light, and you know. Yo, Retro! Hey, man! Man, it really is a lot of amazing people in here tonight. There's John, we got Joey, we got Roy, JPP, like, just lots and lots and lots of people, including, obviously, Video Master and Sonic Chow as well. But, yeah, and then Retro popping by, too. What up, Retro? Also, Nick Meister, and yeah, there's just a lot of amazing faces tonight. Thanks so much for swinging by tonight, guys. I will hit the fattest dab if you get it. When will you do a 24-hour stream? I will probably never do a 24-hour stream again. And it's not even like, it's definitely not healthy. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when I was 23, I think, was when I was streaming Sun and Moon. Like, I could kind of take it, but even then, there's like, because there's just moments where, and that was like, there were a lot of people watching that stream. Even like, in the wee hours of the night, there were still like 400 or 500 like concurrent viewers watching that stream, which is actually like just crazy in hindsight. Like that 24-hour stream, I think 200,000 people watched it. So like that's insane. But I don't think I'll ever reach those numbers again. I just think like there's so many other streams and so many like saturated Pokemon content out there that I don't know if anyone will ever like, well, some people will probably hit those types of numbers again, but I don't think it'll be me. I don't have like all the time in the world like I did back then to do that and kind of cultivate that type of a following. But then second of all, yeah, it was really bad for my health. Like there weren't like any crazy symptoms, but like my throat felt awful, my head felt worse. And yeah, it was brutal. Am I a gamer? Yeah, Roy, come on. I stream on Twitch now, so I don't have to deal with that stuff. That definitely sounds a lot more appealing, for sure. I didn't know I was in the amazing category. Everyone on these streams is in the amazing category. Like, that is one thing I can definitely say. Because these are, like, very tucked away, very, like, you know, if you're not on, like, the Discord, if you're not, like, following me on Twitter, or just kind of, like, you know, listening to, like, this is a very intimate group of people. Like, this is very small and chill, and I feel like I don't have to, like, put on, like, a show as much, I guess. And I can just, and mind you, it would be really hard to consistently put on a show with this specific hunt. Like, it's basically impossible, because, so, I just, you know, we just gotta hang out and just hope something pops up and just talk about our days, and you guys are definitely, like, the group of people to do that with, which is also why I definitely wouldn't want to do these streams on the main channel, because you're gonna get a lot more, like, randoms, a lot more people who, like, are just, like, swinging by, popping through, who just, like, probably don't understand how crazy of a hunt this is and how, like, focused you kind of have to be. I don't know. We just need some Minecraft? Maybe. Only if Heracross sparkles in the next, well, I guess after this one it'll be the next 15, basically. 15, 16. I got an Xbox One! Nice! Yo, Rare Replay definitely seems like the game I'd pick up with an Xbox One if I had one. Yeah, you're kind of average. Roy, I'm your best friend, and stop. You can deny it all you want. We all know I'm your best friend, and you have a body pillow of me. I'm following you everywhere, even into your house. Oh, man. Uh-oh. We gotta deadbolt those doors. You're amazing, Sonic. Come on. Come on. I very oddly even get notifications for these streams. I would be here every time if I did. Hey, dude, no worries. First of all, like, you definitely are on a crazy enough time difference that it'd be very difficult for you to catch every stream. So I totally understand that. And then, yeah, second of all, like, yeah, YouTube definitely doesn't put out the notification for, like, every stream on this channel. I don't know why. Weirdly, I would think, like, on a smaller channel, they would be more apt to do that. But they don't, and it is what it is. I'm just very thankful that, like, all you guys showed up tonight. Roy Boy, you're not Kanye. I'm the glitch. Wait, are you Penelope Von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph 2? I buy one random 10's body pillow and I get labeled for life. Yeah.
What?
Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's a real movie.
Yeah, but she's
Well, she's from both movies. I'm not allowed to name drop Wreck-It Ralph 2 here? Wow, gatekeeping the Wreck-It Ralph community, Nad.
yes.
I'm looking forward to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Retro, you should definitely talk to Roy about that game. Also, Retro, can you please ask Roy where Fire Emblem Month is? I've been waiting for it for 18 days, and it hasn't popped up yet. Yeah, it's the same for my channel, too. They're just, you know what? There's so many YouTubers now. Like, there's so many YouTubers in every niche, in every, like, genre, that, like, I guess they have to prioritize certain ones, or they can't have every channel have notifications all the time because too many people are subscribed to too many people. I don't know what the reasoning is, but yeah, it's definitely lame. It's not like it used to be, for sure. Like the notification system, specifically.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I love you. Ralph breaks the point of these movies. Our gatekeeping, yeah. Nad belongs as a mod in that community. It's already 3 a.m. for me, but these streams are always the highlights of my nights. Oh, thank you, Nick. I really do appreciate that. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying. We're about to go for 12:35. And it is also not shiny. I would love it, Nick, if, you know, after staying up all these nights this late, hoping for... I really do hope that whenever the Heracross does appear, I hope you're able to see it live. Because that's definitely a lot of dedication. So thank you for that. I can't... Oh, geez. I want to discuss Three Houses with Roy. Roy should definitely have his own stream where he plays and talks about Three Houses when the game comes out. Because I think a lot of people would be interested on his thoughts. Not even, like, you know, people in this community, but, like, people who subscribed to him a long time ago for his Fire Emblem content and then kind of forgot he existed. I think they'd be happy to see that, like, you know, have a notification pop up and be like, oh, wait, like, this guy... Oh, I remember this guy. He loved Fire Emblem. Like, even before, like, Fire Emblem was, like, mainstream. I want to see what he thinks. I think he should do it. But he probably won't, because he'd rather stay up for 48 hours at the chicken plant eating chicken and then hanging out with his friends and watching Game of Thrones. I can't claim to be able to have a good, solid discussion about Three Houses until I play it. I'm excited, though. I know Stan would buy a body pillow of Sonya. Of Sonya? Who's Sonya? Sonya who? Now Nad's looking at me like I'm in trouble. Sonic, who's Sonya? If anyone, and I don't know why, but if anyone wants to hear some American boy rant about fire... Well, first of all, it's Fire Emblem. First of all. With a disgusting amount of vitriol with eyes filled with mouths, just hit me up. Sounds like you're going to make a lot of friends, Roy. I'm excited for you, man. I truly am. I'm very excited for you. Fire Emblem. Yeah, Roy, when he was in... See, this is a story you should be telling on your own stream, but... When he was in Tokyo, Akihabara specifically, he was looking for Fire Emblem figures, and he, for whatever reason, was like, they don't call it Fire Emblem here. They call it Fire Emblem. And so we have to pronounce it that way, otherwise they won't know what we're talking about. And I wasn't actually there. I was with Nad. She had to use the bathroom, so we had to find a bathroom, like, in the underground. But he was with my other buddy, Rob, and so they went, like, to one of the top floors, and... asked the shopkeeper, and they were like, hey, do you have any Fire Emblem? And the guy was like, do you mean Fire Emblem? And spoke like perfect English. Again, I wasn't there for it, so I shouldn't really be telling the story, but it was hilarious in hindsight. Oh, the new girl from Sword and Shield. Right. I see. No, no. Weirdly enough, I don't have a body pillow of her, and I actually forgot that she even existed.
Why is that weirdly enough?
Well, just I have a body pillow of every Pokemon character ever. You should see my Wobbuffet body pillow. It's one of my prized possessions. No, I don't know. That's so messed up. Yeah. Roy definitely embarrassed himself. But yeah, I haven't met Sonya yet. In the new game though. It's so funny. I love it. Yeah.
Roy embarrassed himself quite a bit.
Yeah, Roy is actually the king of like embarrassing himself for like when he doesn't need to. He finds new and creative ways. There was also, so we were in Yoyogi Park, which is like near a shrine, and he I don't know what he was like taking pictures on his camera or something, and he was like getting close to a lake, and he was like looking through the lens of his camera, not really like paying attention to his surroundings. And I guess there was like a bunch of like Japanese teenagers playing Manhunt in the park. So there's a guy literally behind the tree, and he was like looking at Roy, like thinking like this guy's not gonna bump into me. And Roy literally like bumped. Or I guess he didn't see him coming because he did freak out. So anyway, Roy like approached the lake and like went behind the tree and bumped into this like poor Japanese boy. And the guy was just like, ah! And he, like jumped up and almost landed in the lake. And Roy also screamed. He's like, oh, so, sumina-se. And the guy was like, oh, what is going on? And the guy just like ran to another tree. And Roy was just like, oh, and they're like still on the ground. Like Roy's like picking up his camera. Just going, sumina-se. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Garbodor body pillow. It actually is scratch and sniff as well. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's a limited edition one. I got the first like 500 with scratch and sniff. Yeah, Roy embarrassed himself a few times. I may have had some funny stories with like, we're not going to Disney, but Roy definitely had some very funny, more oath-tacular stories. Yeah. I believe there were other ones too. Those are just like the two that come to mind immediately. Oh, there was the other time where, admittedly, okay, one of these things was his fault. So we went to like a game shop in Akihabara, and I caught this on film. I was filming Roy from like a cool like behind the game shelf like shot, and so you see like the game shelf, and then beyond in the distance you see Roy like looking at games, and this Japanese like businessman is also looking for games near him, and Roy just like pulls out a game and it just like falls. Like the guy looks at him and they're like, oh, and they're like, they go to pick up the game, and Roy's just like, oh, it's me insane. And he just like puts it back and he's like fumbling with it. It was, and I caught it all on video. It's great. It's great. And then I felt bad for him because, so this one was more my fault. I wanted a shot of him buying Donkey Kong 64 from the like the lady at the kiosk, and he walked up and bought it, but my camera, like, for some reason it didn't record it. I forget, maybe it was a battery thing, maybe it was like the SD card, I don't know, but it didn't record it. And I was like, he's like, all right, we good to go? And I'm like, nah, can you just like do that again? And he's like, what? What do you mean? And I was like, can you just buy the game again? He's like, you want me to buy another game? I'm like, no, I want you to buy the same game. He's like, but I just paid for it. And I was like, yeah, can you go up and just ask her to like resell it to you? And he was like, no, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. And I was like,
because she doesn't speak English.
yeah, and she doesn't speak English. Like, she won't understand. And I was like, no, but Roy, it's really important for the shot. Like, I need you to do it. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, we can't leave until you do it. And he's like, okay. So he goes back. He pulls the game out of the bag. He gives it back.
Lee's so
Back.
confused.
He gives it back to her. She's so confused, and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Can you resell the game to me? Can you just hand it back to me?" And she was like, "What?" And he's like, "Can you hand the game back to me?" She's like, "Okay, okay." And she like takes it and then gives it to him, and he goes, "Oh!" And he walks up the stairs, and I just, oh man. Oh, oh my god. And I put it in the video, so it would have been really bad if I was like, oh no, like I didn't end up using that clip. But he literally, like, that poor woman was just like, what are you talking about? Why? Like, I think she thought he wanted to return the game, but she didn't. And also, the way that her, like, kiosk was positioned, she had no idea that me and my friend were, like, in the corner, like, filming this all. So she probably just thought he was a crazy guy who just wanted, she didn't know there was a camera. So she probably just like, what? I just gave it to him and put it in the bag. Why does he want me to give it back? It was so weird. And, like, the other problem, too, is, like, he'd already gone up the stairs. He came back down the stairs, gave her the game back, and was like, can you give it back to me? Oh god, sorry, I'm dying. Oh man. But yeah, that was definitely hilarious. But again, that wasn't so much Roy being an oaf, that was actually me being like a bad director who like was requiring certain establishing shots and things for like the vlog later. But yeah.
Or when you forgot the forklift to record.
Oh yeah, so we actually did something different. So when we were in one of the game shops, again in Akihabara, because we were always there, but we noticed there was like all these figures, and then there was like a random CD of like an old Japanese man, just for some weird reason, like in the main shelf, and it made no sense. It was the only CD in the entire shop. And so my buddy Rob was buying something for our friend Brett, and I was like, I dare you to get that CD as well. And he's like, how much is the CD to the guy? And the guy's like, oh, it's about 7. He's actually spoke pretty good English. He's like, it's about 700 yen. And he's like, oh, really? That much? Okay. So he's like, I'll take the CD. And the guy's like, wait, what? Really? Like, because why would these like 4 Canadian, or well, 3 Canadian, 1 American tourists want this random Japanese greatest hits? Like, he couldn't believe. He's like, really? And then we're like, yeah.
He went to get his friend to tell him.
Yeah, and he gets the CD, and he literally goes upstairs to get his friend, so his friend can like bear witness to it.
Laughing at us.
Yeah, and they're like, you really want the CD? And he's like, yeah, it's for my buddy. And then so he turns to me, And he's like, watch this, I'm gonna haggle, I'm gonna get it for 500 yen. And I'm like, dude, don't. And he's like, so anyway, so he starts haggling with the guys, and he's like, hey, it's a very good CD, right? And they're like, yes, very good CD. And he's like, 500 yen? And he's like, 700 yen. And then he's like, no, 500 yen. And he's like, no, it's 600 yen. And he's like, come on, 500 yen. And then, because the whole point of it was like we were gonna get it for our friend Brett. I'm like, tell him it's for Brett. And he's like, it's for Brett. And the guy's like, oh, for Brett. Oh, for Brett! And then, like, the two guys, like, you should do, like, the one guy tells his buddy, he's like, you should do it for Brett. And then he's like, I guess, 500 yen for Brett! And it was, like, hilarious. And I thought I was filming the whole thing, but I didn't have the sound on. So we missed, like, this whole exchange. So we literally, after I, like, watched it back, I'm like, no, the sound was off! So I went back in, and I was like, can you just say for Brett again, holding the CD? And the guy did it! He actually did it. At least he knew we were filming, though. But yeah. And he's like, oh, for Brett, the CD for you, and it's great. It was great. Yeah, that guy was my favorite guy. And and the worst part was, so we asked him, we're like, do you remember Brett? He was in this shop like 3 years ago. He's like, let me think. Oh yes, I think I remember. And I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, no, you don't. There's no way you remember Brett. Like, come on, man. But yeah, he was a really fun guy. He actually he humored us for sure. Like, he was being like a very cool guy about it all. I felt really bad for that lady though, because she had no idea. The one that Roy like made give back that DK64, she had no idea what was going on. So that poor lady is just like so confused to this day. She's like in bed with her husband. She's like, I still don't know why that really tall American wanted me to give that game back. Like, what was that about? You know, like, it wakes her up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. For fun, for glory, for bread. Yeah. He's a freaking legend. Yeah. Oh, Japan. It was great. It was great, right? There's so many, like, wonderful times, for sure. For sure. It was good. It was good times. Yeah. And, like, also, it's weird, because, like, the things at the time that you're, like, some of the things you, like, hate at the time, where you're, like, really, not upset, but just, like, oh, man, like, so, for example, we went to the Shonen Jump Park in Sunshine City, and it's just basically all, like, Shonen Jump characters and, like, attractions. So it's, like, Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece. They had a little My Hero Academia, but not much, because it's still new. Haikyuu, JoJo's, like, all this stuff, right? Anyway, so we went in, but we were supposed to spend, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours there. And we ended up spending, like, an entire day there, because there was, like, this quest of, like, if you do all the attractions, you get this, like, secret special token, right? And so we're like, oh, we definitely gotta, like, do all the attractions. We gotta, like, make this worth our time. It's gonna be great. And then it turned out, so we spent all day there, and, like, we were like, dying. Like, we were starving. We were supposed to go to, like, planetarium or something. Didn't end up doing it because, like, it just took so long. We're starving. And then at the end, they gave us the coins, and they were the exact same things that they gave us when we entered. So, like, here, for example, is an example of one. Here is Shenron, if you can see, with the Capsule Corp logo on the back. But they literally gave us these when we walked in. And so, like, we didn't need more of them. Here's, like, Rock Lee from Naruto. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it's gonna, like, autofocus, but anyway. You don't have to bring them all out. But the fact is, so we already had them, and we literally, a bunch of us got doubles of them too, so we spent all day doing every attraction, and, like, some of them weren't even, like, it was, like, just sit here and do this thing and wait for the movie to end. Like, and we did, like, a ton of them. We did, like, 13, and it took all day, and then we got, like, the same prize we got when we entered. So, it's kind of funny. But, now in hindsight, I actually loved that day, and there's so many good memories from that day. And the food was good. And it was really fun, and they closed that theme park, like, literally 2 months later. Like, so we were there in, like, November, and they closed it this past January. So, if we hadn't done it, like, we got to say we did literally everything before it closed. So, yeah. Stan, can we just play Minecraft, bro? I can't commit to playing Minecraft unless we get the Heracross. And the other thing, too, is JPB, after the stream is over, if we don't get the Heracross, I have to wait until, like, we hit 1,500 or so, for another opportunity for you to play that. I can't have you just play that bet every time. You gotta wait at least 300, I think. I think that's fair. I remember I lost... Oh, yeah! And yeah, and Roy, being an oaf, literally lost. So we had these stamps all day. Like you had to get the person running the thing to stamp it, and only when your card was full did you get like the special coin prize. And literally the last one, like between the last one and us like handing them in. So Roy had been a part of it all day. He'd participated in everything. He'd been a really good sport about it. And then he just lost his voucher. Like he just dropped it. And so he couldn't get the coins, even though it didn't end up mattering. But it's just like, it's all part of it. Yo, welcome back, Zane. If I ever go to Japan, I would probably try to buy every copy of Mother 3. There were definitely a few copies there. They definitely know that like foreigners come and probably look for them, because they definitely had them like out in the open. I noticed at least. Especially in like Akihabara. Maybe not like in the actual like Japan areas, like, you know, where like people, like just the touristy areas, they definitely had like a lot of what Americans and Canadians would like, and Europeans would want to, would be interested in. But anyway. Fam, we gotta play something at some point. It's been way too long. It's been a long ass time, Joey. Yeah. At some point we definitely have to, man. We definitely gotta... Life's busy, man. But yeah, no, we do. We definitely do. I'm excited, though, that Jason's hanging out with all those guys in Atlanta. They seem like a really good crew of people, and that's really exciting. Seems like I tuned in a little bit at work. I couldn't for very long, but at work on my phone, I was able to like catch a little bit of the stream on Vinny's stream, and it looked really fun. He got like a $300 donation, and like they were all like dancing, and it was nuts. Remember when Stan made tourists leave a store because he spoiled One Piece episodes from 10 years ago? For them, Pepperidge Farms. That is true. Yes, yeah, we were in Akihabara, and we were talking about some of the figures, and I was like talking about who they were in One Piece, and this I think they were from Europe somewhere, like Dutch or something, and they literally were just like, they were so mad. They were like, oh, we're not there yet, bro. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they're like, oh, man. And then they just, like, left the store.
Should have caught up before they went to Tokyo.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go into an Akihabara figurine shop where it's all One Piece if you're not caught up on One Piece. I'm sorry.
English-speaking people, because
right.
Akihabara with a lot of
right. I'm sorry. I didn't feel as much remorse as I probably should have, because I was just like, man, it's not like I can't help it. I'm just commenting on the figure. I'm sorry. Stan, can you make the bet for every 200 for Footbread? To be honest, I wouldn't be too worried. We'll be at 1,500 before you know it, because I do not stream it, but I record this hunt off stream. So tomorrow night, I'm probably going to be here in this chair. I'll throw something on the TV, kick back, hang out, you know, eat some dinner, and just do this in the background. Because otherwise, we're not going to be able to hit 3,000 by the end of the summer. And I really want to hit 3,000 by the end of the summer. Like, by September 1st, I want to hit 3,000. That's my goal. And you might be like, Stan, that's not going to happen. That's not realistic. But you know what? We were at 300 when I started this stream back up in June. And now we're midway through July. Well, slightly more than midway, but basically midway through July. And we're almost at 1,250, right? So that's almost like 1,000 added on. And we still have almost half of July and August as well. So I'm just saying, it's possible. If I had a few more free weekends, I probably could be at like closer to 2,000 right now, probably like 1,600. But, you know, busy. Life is busy, like I was just saying to Joey. I assume you've been playing Smash Ultimate. So I was a lot. Like, I would say between like December and March, I was like really into it. I was following the competitive scene like crazy. I was like labbing a lot of stuff with like Peach in practice mode, like trying to get really good at it. And then like literally since like March, I would say, I haven't really touched it much at all, honestly. And it's nothing against the game. I just kind of got busy in other areas of life, and I didn't have as much time. I 100%ed it. Like, I got every sticker or whatever, spirit, and I unlocked everything, and I did every challenge in the vault, and I was like, okay. I almost got into Elite Smash with my Peach, but then I never did. I came very close. Like, I literally needed to win, like, one match, and I didn't, and then I, like, just lost a bunch, and I was like, alright, I think I'm okay. But yeah. Nice, Joey, nice. Well, these guys weren't even, let's say One Piece is about 900 episodes now. they had maybe watched like 300 of like, at the time, let's say even 800. They'd watched 300 of 800. Like, that's not even half, bro. Like, I'm sorry. If you're that far behind and you're in a One Piece store, like, you know, what are you doing? It's not like in Japan they go to their way to like surprise you. Like, they definitely, like, they had all members of the crew, all in their like post time skip stuff, like, you know.
Yeah, 300 isn't even post time skip.
What?
300 isn't even post time skip.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, anyway. But yeah. Did you see a Kirby fan while you were in Japan? Like a Kirby fan? I saw Kirby figures. I saw Kirby merchandise. I don't know if I saw like a Kirby fan or if I saw like a Kirby...
I couldn't even find Sailor Moon stuff.
Well, there was Sailor Moon stuff, but because Sailor Moon was obviously like a lot more popular in Japan in like the 90s, a lot of like that merchandise kind of like expired sort of. And yeah, so like they didn't have a lot of it, and when they did, it wasn't exactly made in like what you would consider like current, I guess, like
And it was really expensive.
current like materials, and yeah, they were really expensive because they were old and not as many of them existed. So they were like, and they looked kind of cheap. The figurines should have had the butt of some of their anger by their logic. What are you saying? If you get the shiny today, will you name it for Brett? I definitely do not want to name it for Brett, only because for Brett is not a name. It's like, it's just a meme. It's like a joke. And this Heracross is going to last us whenever we do catch it, and it is shiny. It's going to be around for a very, very long time. Like, this is probably going to end up being my favorite Pokemon. I would not be surprised if in the future, so I have my Mimikyu tattoo, I would not be surprised if I eventually get a shiny Heracross tattoo on the other arm.
That's cute though.
Yeah, but it's like what it means.
Yeah, but also that looks cute.
So the point is that, like, you know, it's going to be a very important Pokemon to me, this community, a lot of things. And, like, by the time this is all over, it'll probably be, like, close-ish to maybe, like, the last thing I really, really do online. Because, you know, I'm getting older, I'm going to have more responsibilities. Like, also, for the record, like, this Heracross is going to take a long time. Like, I might have kids by the time Heracross is... I will definitely be married, but by the time we get Heracross to, like, the most current generation with all the ribbons, it'll probably be years from now. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be very important. Ooh, a cherry. A cherry, guys, look. But yeah. Never forget the Shibuya Drunk Fellows crew. What are you talking about? Who was drunk in Shibuya? Yeah, that's kind of wild. Yeah. But anyway, so I would never give it like a meme name. It would have to be like a legitimate name that I would, you know, enjoy and love forever. Like, I paid close to 100% of Smash Ultimate. Some of the spirits are tricky to find. They're definitely hard to find, some of them. Lost Woods, shout out to you. And also the Castlevania level was a pain in the butt to figure out. There's one spirit in that I kind of just figured out by sheer, like, trial and error. But it took me a really long time. And then I had to get a lot of them in, like, the spirit board area. I will have another cherry, thank you. So, yeah. Still no shiny Heracross. Getting closer to the end of the stream. Also, speaking of Castlevania, here's a Castlevania song, a great one. Those 4 dudes that you kept telling about the Roy Boy channel. Was I telling people about the Roy Boy channel? Oh! Yes, because me and Rob had a thing. We were trying to get somebody to just say the word Roy Boy. So we were like telling people, we're like, hey, you know, like Roy Boy, the famous YouTuber Roy Boy? Yes, I do remember what you're talking about when we were walking by in our costumes. And I was like, Roy Boy, the famous YouTuber Roy Boy 140. And they were like, they just wouldn't say your name. And I was like, oh, I gotta get someone to say Roy Boy. So the Heracross is gonna be named Roy? Well, I will say, it is purple. It is probably... What if it's nature... I don't think there's a nature that's oafish. But whatever the closest to, like, oafish would be... let me look at all the natures here. It's sad that I spent so much time playing Pokemon and I couldn't tell you every nature still off by heart. But I've never been super into competitive. You guys know that. Nature Pokemon. Alright, list of natures. Let's go. Lonely, brave, adamant, naughty, bold, relaxed, impish, lax, timid, hasty, jolly. Jolly might be the closest to oafish. Naive, also close to oafish. Modest, mild, quiet, rash, calm, gentle, sassy, careful. I'm definitely going to say it's either jolly or naive. So if Heracross is jolly or naive, and it's purple because it's shiny, Royboy might be the perfect name for it. I just want one more. Thank you. There's only a few natures that actually matter. That's true. I think modest is one of them, right? Yeah. I can't wait to, like, not only catch this thing, but then also know if it's male or female, because that means what type of horn is it going to have, and then what its nature is, if it has good IVs or not, all that stuff, right? Is going to be really exciting to find out. What its ability is, too. I didn't even think about that. It could have one of two abilities. There's only a few natures... Oh, sorry, I already read that. Anyone going to get the Sega Genesis Classic? I am not, I don't think. It's weird, because doesn't it only have, like, Sonic 2? Like, you would expect the Sega Genesis Classic to have, like, all the Sonic games, basically. It does have Golden Axe, though. I used to play Golden Axe all the time at my buddy's house. I would play the Dwarf. He would play, like, the Strong Dude. No! Actually, he would play the Dwarf, and I would play the lady with the fire magic. And we got really close to beating it once, but it was, like, impossible. So I never beat Golden Axe. Axe. There's only a few... Oh, why? I keep reading the same thing. Yo, Mindless! What up? What up, Mindless? What up, dog? What up, gangsta? Mindless? I don't know what I'm saying, sorry. But, yeah. We have 6 more to hit tonight, guys. We have 6 more Heracross to find. So, let's put on our Heracross hunting hats. That's triple alliteration, for the record. And find us a purple bug boy. Or girl. I'll take either or. I'd rather have a male one, just because that's the Heracross I grew up with. But, I mean, I will also take a female one. Like, beggars cannot be choosers when it comes to Pokemon Colosseum shinies, you know? What did you say? It is 8:40. So I should be wrapping up right around 9 o'clock. So, well, 9 o'clock my time. On the hour, basically. Whatever the hour is for you in 20 minutes, I'll probably be wrapping up around that time. Because we got, like, 6 more, plus, like, the end. Does anybody have a request for the ending song tonight? The last time we did The Office, so it can be a meme song, it can be a fun song, it can be a Nintendo song, it can be Kingdom Hearts, I don't care. You pick. I know, JPB, it's coming down. I've been thinking about getting a Sega Genesis Classic. I'd have to look at, excuse me, the library a little bit more in detail, but personally, I think I'll be skipping it. If it had Sonic 3 and Knuckles, like, as one game on it, that'd be a bigger sell for me, for sure. It's not that expensive, either. Roundabout, Shooting Stars. Excuse me. That's true. I used one. Weekend. It's just good to have, though. Trust me. Anyway, another Heracross that is not purple. Zelda Orchestra, pick a song. Oh, you know what? Video Master, sure. You did donate, and I did feel bad for being like, don't donate. So I will let you pick the song. I think that makes sense. But yeah, I will play Ballad of the Goddess, but only if you promise to not donate for at least as long as we do these, like, Colosseum hunts and you know, all that. Oh, Nad just found a spider and needs me to kill it now, but I'm streaming, so she's gonna have to wait. If it starts getting out of the way, let me know and I'll take action. It's very high up. I actually don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it, man. She's afraid of spiders. How about one of your Taylor Swift parodies? Oh god, retro.
No, we're not bringing those back.
But anyway, yeah. So I will play Ballad of the Goddess for Video Master tonight. I think that's fair. I would have loved to play the Fresh Prince theme song, to be honest with you. But I made a promise. Video Master gets the end song tonight. But I will be streaming next Tuesday, more than likely. I mean, as long as like nothing weird happens or plans change, I should be streaming next Tuesday. Basically, I stream every Tuesday and Thursday nights, albeit sometimes something weird happens and I can't. But oftentimes when that happens, I'll just make up the stream. I'll stream like Wednesday and Thursday or Monday and Thursday or whatever. But yeah, point being, there will be more times to request outro songs. So, you know. Yeah, no worries, video. No worries, no worries. I truly, like I said, I don't want you to think it's like, you know, me being ungrateful or anything, because I really do appreciate it. Like, that's incredible. I still remember, like, the days where, like, no one watched my stuff and no one watched streams or any, like, no one cared, basically, about, like, the stuff I put out. And I would have, like, begged somebody to be like, to be like, hey, man, like, here's a nice message, keep going, and, like, that's incredible. So I don't want to ever, like, take that for granted. I just, like, also, like I said, I'm literally not really set up for like tips right now, so yeah, I gotta be very careful with that stuff. Take a stock. Oh, I actually don't know how I hit those notes, to be honest. Probably a lot of post-production work, I would think.
This song sounds like the Gummy Bear song.
It's a Splatoon song. Yeah. Maybe take out the donation ticker at the bottom for the next stream. It kind of sends mixed messages. Yeah, I could probably do that. I just, like, literally, I just never really, obviously there's no Top Rhino because I don't have Streamlabs open, and I think the only way to show Top Rhino is to have Streamlabs open, if I remember correctly. At least the way I did it. So that's why that is not a thing, but yeah, I probably should turn that off. And also donations off as well, like, just the, like, even them popping up on screen. Because I think it just, like, it could, like you said, send mixed messages, right? Like, oh, well, X went, like, live on the stream, so now all the, like, so yeah. You're probably right, Zane. I did hear about the Kyoto Annie thing, and it's really friggin' tragic. Like, it sucks. It was a fire. Yeah. Yeah, it really, really, really is unfortunate. Because they made one of my favorite movies. Like, ever. And this is actually a surprise for Roy Boy. He doesn't know about this, but check it out. I almost just fell over you. Forgot you were there. Yeah, no, this A Silent Voice. I believe they did work on it. From at least that's what Twitter has me believe. But I'm actually reading right now to see if they did. That'd be really awkward if they didn't. But I believe they did. I believe they had some part in this. But yeah, I literally bought A Silent Voice because Roy was supposed to see it in theaters with his friends and then, like, chickened out last second. And so when we were at Walmart, we saw it and I was like, I'm going to buy it. And if Roy ever visits me again, we're going to watch it with him because he needs to see it because he would love it. And then they made it available on Netflix like 2 months later. So now I didn't even have to buy it. But I am kind of glad because eventually it'll leave Netflix. And it's a really great film. But yeah. It's such an amazing movie. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, it's incredible. Sold movie. Glad I was convinced to see it in theaters when I had the chance. Solid experience. Roy, you need to go to bed, probably. Let's be honest. Fantasize about Japanese pancakes and, you know, returning your video games only to have the person hand them back to you. Please. Also, ruin more games of Manhunt. I'm gonna sleep. See you later, guys. No worries, Kevin. Take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your night. And party on, dude. Party on, Kevin. Party Rock Anthem. You should listen to Party Rock Anthem as you fall asleep, Kevin. My bedtime's not for another, like, 72 hours. Oh, that's true. That's probably true. I am on deadline tomorrow at work, so tomorrow's gonna be a stressful Friday for your boy Stan. But tonight's gonna be fun. Did Itoi voice one of the characters in that movie? I don't think so, but maybe. I know he is an actor, so maybe he did. I wasn't under the impression that he did, but maybe. Party on, Wayne! Party on, Garth! Wayne! But yeah, you got the reference, Joey. Please, Minecraft. Please, God. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I think it's just a dust bunny, honestly. It hasn't moved at all. If it was a spider, I think it would have moved. Nice, Kevin, nice. But yeah, guys, we're really close. We have 3 more encounters on this Heracross tonight. And then you all get to be free of me for another weekend. And, you know, I'll be back Tuesday. But you're free of me. You get to live your lives. You're not bound to the shiny Heracross. And I will record, though. So tomorrow and maybe even Saturday, I will record more encounters. I'd like to get another 100 done. I'd like to get it to like 1350 by the time we stream on Tuesday again. That's kind of my goal. We'll see if it happens. I can't guarantee that happens. But at the very least, 1300. Like, you know, get another 50 off stream. It can only help. But yeah. Because, I mean, realistically, to get to 3000 by the end of August, like, I'm gonna have to really pump those numbers up a bit. So, yeah. And I'll, like I always do, I will record it off stream. So if it does happen, I will show you guys immediately upon the next stream. The moment that it all went down, I have my microphone on. I have, you know, it'll be good. But I probably won't even tell you. I'll probably wait.
No, it is a spider.
It is a spider?
It's moving.
Okay. All right. I will get it. Don't worry.
It's huge.
2 more, guys. 2 more, and then Nadia gets the spider.
Killed.
Yeah. I know, Roy. I know, dude. Party Rock Anthem has become the tune of my stream. Really? Interesting. I just said it like randomly, but later, Kevin. Take care. Well, more sorry. I see. I'm being Canadian again. More sorry for Party Rock Anthem, eh? No. I have to say, well, more sorry for Party Rocking. He voiced the father in My Neighbor Totoro. Oh, is that it? Is that it? I'll be sitting in front of my AC all day. Don't harm the spider. He just wants a new friend. Yeah, the problem is Nadia actually cannot function if there's a spider in the same room as her. Like, trust me, I've told her to get over it. It doesn't work. So, I'm going to have to deal with it. I can try to get it without killing it, but then they also, like, run away.
Yeah.
So, and, like, they'll get out of the tissue. I don't know. Stan just triggered my fight or flight response. Oh, the Canadianisms, yeah. Is your cam and mic off sync or is it just me? Yeah, Joe, I actually don't know what's going on. So, it typically starts fine. And, like, but then by the end of the stream, it, like, gets out of sync. And I don't know why. I don't know if it has something to do with, like, the way YouTube's, like, processing it. I don't know if it's, like, on an OBS. But, like, literally the last 2 streams I finished. And then I'll, like, change the, like, delay time. And then it seems fine. Like, I'll do, like, a recording. I'll watch it back. It seems perfectly fine. But then by the end of the next stream, my mouth is out of sync with my voice. So I don't know why that is, honestly. If you have any ideas, please let me know. Because I can't seem to get it to, like, stay good, you know? It seems like I'm fixing it every time, and then it, like, is immediately out of sync, like, the next stream. So, well, not immediately. Like, it takes a while. But yeah, as the stream goes on, it eventually, like, falls out of sync, which is not good, obviously. That's what was happening with me before. How'd you fix it? It just synced up again? If it just synced up again, then it's possible that it was just like a hiccup on YouTube's end. But I do think we've been having this problem like frequently, so it's probably more on my end. It was more so when I was... Oh, I actually remember what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, mine is like... It should be fine. I don't know why. Like, it's literally set up perfectly to, like, be, like, you know, just, like, off-timed enough. Like, the delay is enough that it should be good, but for whatever reason, it's often not. That would be no good. What purpose do spiders have in this world? I think they, like, kill a lot of, like, harmful insects and flies and stuff, yeah. I think that's what it is. Also, we just hit 1251 and Espeon just died, but it's about to recover and take on Heracross and Masquerain and Ariados one more time, because we are at 1251 and literally just about to hit the 2-hour elapsed time mark. But yeah, that's the only issue with, like, having, like, phantom power mic stuff, auxiliary mic, because, like, literally, when I had my, like, Yeti, it was always in sync. And, yeah, it wasn't quite as good, but it was, like, always in sync, and there wasn't as many issues. Where, like, with this mic, there's definitely more issues that happen. But yeah. Nat, I will get it. I will get it. Relax. It's definitely a spider, though. Definitely a spider. I'll get it. All right. We got one more, guys. Then I have to... Fair, I have the same mic. You have the Phantom Power one or the Yeti? I think it was server side, because when I refresh, it's fine for a couple of seconds, but then messes up again.
It dropped.
It dropped. Oh my god. You just gave me a heart attack. Oh my god. Wow.
Oh my god. It's on the floor.
Oh my god. Okay, you need to just like calm down. Can you at least like shine a light so we can like find it? Can you do anything except like cower in fear?
No.
Please? I can't see it, so unless you put light on it, I'm not going to be able to find it.
Oh, light bulb. No.
Yeah. Nat just lost it. Like, I actually thought like something really bad happened. Like, oh my god. Okay, get your phone. Put a spotlight on it. It can't have gone that far. Like, it literally fell on a floor. We're in an apartment building, like Roy said. But yeah, if you give me just like 10 seconds. Did it fall like there? Yeah, that's where it should be. Okay, guys. Oh, nice, Joey. Nice. Yeah, it's like a standard. It's great. I do like it for recording stuff, but on streams, it has given me a few issues. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the final Heracross of the night before I have to go spider hunting. You know, we just went beetle hunting. Now we're going spider hunting. But thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Be careful on that table. But yeah, here we go. Drum roll, please. Will it be the shiny on the very last one of the night? It is not. So unfortunately, guys, we're going to have to continue these streams and keep looking. But I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in and hanging out. Nad, you're really distracting me.
I'm sorry.
For tuning in and hanging out. I obviously have to go deal with this whole scenario to my left here. I apologize for that. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Video Master, for the donation. Thank you to everyone who showed up. It was great talking with Joey, Sonic, Nick, just everybody in the chat. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry, JPB, you couldn't get your Minecraft going. But when we hit 1,500 again, it's back in play, baby. So from 1,500 to 1,550 is what I will give you. So when that eventually does happen, if it's 1,500 all the way to 1,550, then the Minecraft thing is back in play. But anyway, I love you guys. I love your faces. I do have to go because Nad's still trembling. And as I always say, happy hunting, baby rhinos, and peace. And we're going to play some Ballad of the Goddess as per Video Master's request. See you guys on Tuesday, hopefully. And have a heck of a week.
One of the exciting things about writing and teaching a sushi class is that I have skills and a story.